In this video, I'll be providing you with an overview of our newly created PO functionality and what we'll be building next with POs. This same functionality that will be shown is also available for any app permission on iOS and Android devices. Efficient PO management is at the core of efficient inventory and purchasing. These agreements with your suppliers allow your team to have a paper trail of what's being requested from businesses to suppliers and provide transparency to your entire team all along the process. This is only version 1 of PO functionality, and we're more than happy to hear future requests as we continue to build out further PO functionality and automate in the coming weeks. Now let's get into it. You'll notice now that there's a new tab over in the left-hand corner under Purchasing named Purchase Orders. When we click Purchase Orders, we'll be able to see a list of all of the purchase orders that we have ongoing and their various statuses. And then we can filter by different statuses. Sent indicates purchase orders that have been sent to your supplier that have been newly created. Paid are ones that you've indicated that you've paid or have been paid through Ply. Partially received are partially received material line items within that supplier's PO, and you can indicate that as an additional status. Received indicates that a purchase order has been completely received, counted, restocked, and when marked can auto-reconcile back into your stock location. Canceled indicates ones that you've canceled, and drafts are ones that have not been sent to suppliers yet, but are ready to be sent upon completion. Now let's create a new PO together. On the right-hand side, you'll be able to see a new button that says Create New, and we'll be able to set the status, select the supplier, select the job if we want it transferred to a job, the contact name of the person who's going to be managing this purchase order, the created at and the required by dates, and the ship to date, indicating which stock location the inventory will be shipped to. Additionally, you can upload any files that will be sent along in the email that goes to the supplier, as well as additional comments. When I click Next, I'll be able to invite users if I want. This is completely optional, and it's just defaulted to the person that is already logged in, as you can see here. When I hit Next, I'll then be presented with my catalog for me to search, filter, and add different materials to this request. When I click Next, I'm just going to indicate the quantity that I need for each of these, add any notes, or make any adjustments, like removing items from our list. You can put in the tax rate or the shipping cost if you have it, and then the total will actually pull from the locked price that's agreed upon with your suppliers from the cost to business that's indicated here. You do need to make sure that you do have the cost to the business, otherwise this will be 0 and it'll be sent to the supplier as 0, and then I'll obviously respond back and you have a chance to edit those prices later. These prices also, once received, will then be updated accordingly when the purchase order goes to completed. When I click Next, I'm going to be shown just what a draft purchase order looks like, and I can make some final adjustments if I need to by clicking Edit here, or adjusting any of the quantities and adding notes. And when I click Create Purchase Order, it will create a new purchase order as you see here, and will automatically be sent to my supplier when I click on Change Status to be sent. At this point, an email will be sent over to the supplier, and we'll take a look at that a little later. And when you click into the purchase order, you'll have a number of different options to be able to view the purchase order as well as download the purchase order as a PDF as well. This is what the purchase order PDF looks like. It will have all the information about the purchase order that we just filled out, including your branding and your business information, the requested items, and then clearly marked pricing or other information about this purchase order. If we back out and go to the All list, some additional controls are located underneath the 3 dots here. And when I click that, I'll have the ability to edit this purchase order. So if you need to change any of the general information, or if you need to change any of the list of items, you can do so. You can copy this purchase order. So if I wanted to just copy the entirety of this purchase order, which could be a replenishment request from a previous order, you can just go ahead and click through, make your edits, and send over the purchase order to the supplier. You can add new items to a purchase order in case there were additional items that you missed, which will indicate new items to the supplier and send off a new email as an update with the PDF attached. You can change and control the status, or you can send to another email address that may not be on file. So if you want to send it to yourself, or if you want to send it to another contact at that same supplier, you'll be able to control the send of the email out of the system. Additionally, you can download that, as we've seen in the other action. You can cancel this, which will cancel this order and send an email directly to that supplier that this purchase order has been canceled for whatever reason. And you'll have the ability of deleting this completely. Now, you can also create a purchase order directly from your catalog here. So we're going to exit this mode, and I'm going to select this item to create a purchase order from that item that I've selected out of my catalog. We'll just go through the setup process really quickly to show you that the item has been selected. You can see here. And we can indicate that we want quantity of 1. Do a quick pass to make sure this purchase order is completed. And if we go back to purchase orders, we can see that we created a purchase order for this out of the catalog within about 30 seconds. All of the functionality that I have shown you today is available on iOS and Android, and we're making additional enhancements that will allow you to transfer purchase orders to your QuickBooks Online account, as well as ServiceTitan, if that's your field service management that you use, as well as some additional automations and workflows that you've indicated and requested for feature requests. We're really excited about this feature, and if you have any questions, please let us know.